Alright guys, time for another video. This is gonna be my gearing guide on how you can gear up most efficiently in patch 8.3. And for all of your alts as well, so you don't have to waste too much time when you are busy farming essences for those alts. Yeah, can't help you with that. Please, account-wide essences. And before we get too much into the video guys, there's a link to my Twitch channel down in the description below. I stream every Wednesday, Thursday, sometimes on the weekend, Sunday and Tuesday. We do a lot of viewer content. We help a lot of people get ahead of the curve as well. And merchandise is on the Twitch channel as well. So go and check that out, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Leave a comment of other things you would like me to make a guide on. And let's get to it. Gearing. Alright, guys. So let's get to the guide here. For the first step, like, we are bare minimum, no item level whatsoever. We are gonna start with getting the pieces we can get from Vale and Uldum. This is Uldum, this is Vale. It's like blue 410 pieces that drops almost everywhere. And it's super easy to go and get and pick up. We want to get those. Alternately, we can do normal or heroic dungeons. Time walking dungeons is also really good. And as soon as you can get into a heroic warfront, Dark Shore warfront, I recommend going in there and getting that done. That gives a guaranteed 460 piece of gear, and I actually believe it gives 445 at the end of the warfront as well. Really good gear to start off with, and it's easy. It's super easy to do, and you can do it while relatively low gear. So that is what we're gonna do here for at least until we're like 410, 420. Bare minimum. That's what I recommend doing. So once we get to 410, 420-ish, I recommend we do some Mythic Zeros or just regular Mythic dungeons. Go and get in there, get all the loot you can. It drops 430 here, and it can also drop Azurite pieces. Go and make sure you get some nice essence or traits, Azurite traits, not essence. Go and get in, get some nice traits, and make sure you get a decent pair of trinkets. There's a lot of really good trinkets in Mythic Plus. Not so much in this one here, but if we check something, for example, like Freehold, a nice trinket, and maybe a mount if you're really lucky. I actually made a video on how you can solo farm this mount if you are a little bit geared. So do check that out. I'll make sure to put it in the description or at the end credits. So that is what we're going to do. And once we are around like 430-ish, we are going to head to the next step. But until you get to like around 430-ish, you can also throw in some LFR. I hate LFR, but If you want to get some gear, LFR is nice and easy. You don't have to like find people to do it. You can just queue up for it in the looking for raid, and you should pretty much free gear at this point. It is a little bit boring, but free gear. So after you have done the first round of Mythic Plus Zeros, you can only do each Mythic Zero once a week. And you should be around like 430-ish item level with the necklace and the leveling cloak lifting you up, or legendary cloak lifting you up quite a bit. Then we are going to head into raids. Alofa, normal. 445 gear awaits here, and there are some items that drops that have a guaranteed corruption. Corruption is gonna be detrimental to the amount of DPS that you get a decent corruption. Once you've begun this, yes, sir. There we go. And like once you start getting into like this level here, once you are at the 430 level, you want to do your emissaries. They should reward 445 item level pieces at this point, like Azurite, weapons, everything. The same goes for the weekly invasions there is in the Vale and Uldum. And Vale and Uldum are said to like drop more corruption gear. I don't really believe it. A lot of people got corruption gear. Almost everyone got it in the first 1 and 2. I think for the first 1 and 2, it's the drop chance is buffed, but I still don't think it's a 100%. Or I know for a fact it's not a 100% for the first. Because I didn't get one on the first. But yeah, that is what we're gonna do until we get to like 445-ish. Normal is really good. Lower Mythic Plus keys, also super nice to do. You can do here. And then it should be fair. Once you get to like 445, 450, then we are gonna talk about what we're gonna do next. So after you reach 445, we are gonna head into heroic. Make sure you go through the heroic rate. And at this point, what you can get gear from is heroic. If you are a bit into PvP, I recommend you try out PvP, even though you're not like super heavily into it. PvP is good fun if you ask me. Some people hate it, and I understand. Not everyone likes everything. But if you do your weekly PvP cap, there's an extra piece of guaranteed corrupted gear, potential Azerite. I think it needs to be 1600 for, or 1400 even for a 460 piece of heroic Azerite. That's a heroic Azerite piece right there. And there's some of them that is really good, at least for rogues. I'm sure there's good ones for other classes as well. There's good trinkets for PvP, from PvP that is sitting really well on almost every spec, due to the nature of them being main stat unused trinkets, and main stat proc trinkets, first proc trinkets, stuff like that. Really good trinkets as well from PvP. Make sure you do your weekly cap if you want to get up fastest. What I actually would recommend you do before that, I want to spend at least like less time spent, more gear rewarded. Do a high Mythic Plus, a weekly run. Queue up. Make sure you mark it weekly. We're going for weekly. We're not going to push this key. We are just going to complete it for the weekly chest. Do that once a week. So for example, for me, that would be like a plus 17 or plus 18 maybe. That might be a bit higher if you're just gearing an ult. Maybe 12, 13. If you are heading into heroic, that should be no problem for you to clear as well. Might not clear it super fast, but just take it easy. You will get through it pretty, and make sure you pay attention to the FXs. And that should actually be it. If you're starting to clear your weekly Mythic Plus, you should be getting a pretty solid stream of gear. You should be getting gear. 460 is where you should be at now, and you should get that pretty quick. Once you start doing like 11 keys or higher, you get 460 pieces of gear, and that you can repeat those until you have all the gear you need. The two last bosses, Ngesus and Carapace with Ngesus, is 470. Yeah, 470 from the heroic rate. So make sure you go in and try and get those down. They are, or Carapace is not that difficult. The stuff is quite difficult. But again, on my channel, on Twitch, we are doing ahead of the curve runs. We're trying to help as many people who can get ahead of the curve on EU Horde as we can. Do stop by, even if you're not an EU Horde. You can stop by and check us out, and maybe learn how to do the fight. I explain a lot, and if you have any questions about the fight or how to do the fight, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer it on the Twitch channel. Alright guys, good luck gearing, and good luck gearing you also. I hope you found this guide helpful. Don't forget to like and leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye. Alright, cool. More damage. Kite, 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 kite. Come on! Fire! Fucking done.